Hey guys! So tonight I am making a video from our bedroom because it's like rainy and dark out and I'm home alone and it just seems cozier. And I'm also trying to do this from my husband's laptop to see if it works better than mine because mine doesn't get very loud, and I noticed on my first video it was pretty quiet and I didn't want to use the video camera tonight. So please excuse the mess. I am in my comfy clothes and I don't really wear makeup anyway, so that's not really a big change, but I wanted to give you guys an update. I wanted to let you guys know some new things that I as well as we are trying this cycle, and some exciting news about my OPK test. And so I'll just start with, I'll start with showing you guys that. Today I'm on cycle day 14. Sorry, I drew a blank there. I'm on cycle day 14 and I started taking my test around cycle day 9. And so what I'm going to show you is 3 tests from top to bottom, which would be 11, 12, 13. Oh, sorry, 12, 13, 14, because I did test today too, just to make sure it went down like it's supposed to, your L8 surge. So I did that. And here, okay, so here's my test, and the top one and the middle one kind of look the same, but I can tell you that the top is definitely a little bit lighter. This middle one was my highest one, and it is, I would say, like they tell you, it needs to be as dark or darker, and it is definitely as dark or darker. So when I saw that yesterday, I got home from work and I took the test and I got all excited and I was like, yeah, and I was like showing my husband and he really didn't see why it was so exciting. And I was like, because that means I'm going to ovulate and that's good news. And who knows, my body's most likely been ovulating for the past 3 cycles we've been trying, but it just meant that it was like so different to actually see it. I don't know. So those tests work. Just so you know, those cheap tests, they work. You don't have to spend all the money if you don't want to, but unlike the more expensive ones. But hey, it's whatever you prefer. So, a couple things I was going to talk about was the vows or goals I made for starting this cycle. I went back home to Kansas a couple weeks ago and I saw my family, and that was like towards the end of my last cycle, and this 4th cycle started while I was there. And I was like thinking about stuff, and I was watching videos like other TTC people, just doing my own research, and I decided, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm going to start eating healthier. And I always say that because I have, for the longest time, since I can remember, I just eat whatever I want, whenever I want, how much I want. And I never have had to really worry about gaining a bunch of weight or anything. Not even looking at the aspects of what other parts of your life it's not healthy, or what other parts of you it's not healthy for. But I just looked at it as, oh, I'm not gaining weight, I'm fine. So my goals with eating healthy, I'm kind of starting like small, because I don't want to say I'm going to do one thing and then like make it such a big goal that I'm never going to achieve, like eating ridiculously healthy meals every day, because that's just not going to happen right away, at least. So my first goal was I'm cutting out fast food, and by fast food I mean just like I'll still eat like Subway and like sandwich places, salad places, but I'm cutting out the rest of fast food, like McDonald's, Arby's, Sonic, which I don't ever really get anyways because it's not really close to us, but just, you know, like the drive-through hamburgers, chicken nuggets, like that kind of stuff that's obviously not that healthy for you. So I'm doing that, and it's been 2 weeks and I haven't eaten any yet. I've had Subway, I've had Panera Bread, but nothing fast food. I've had Chili's, but again, restaurants I'm not really excluding because we don't really eat at restaurants that often. So cutting out fast food, I'm trying to buy more fresh fruits and fresh vegetables rather than like canned vegetables, frozen vegetables, and like fruit cups, because me and my husband take fruit cups to work almost every day because we're kids like that. But I'm trying to do that, just, you know, take small steps. And my husband already eats a lot healthier than I think it's a lot healthier because he like hardly eats sugar. Like he hates having like too much sugar, and he looks at like the box of everything. I say he's looking for calories and stuff, but he says that he's not. And he's gonna see this and probably get mad at me for saying that. Oh well. Anyways, so yeah, he does eat healthier. Another thing too is he's allergic to some foods, so that's the reason, right? Another reason why he looks at the boxes a lot. But he really is conscious about like what he eats. So he's kind of ahead of me in that, and he has a very good metabolism. And then also the gym. That's my other goal. We have gym memberships, but that's another thing he's better at than I. He's a lot more serious with the gym, like lifting and I don't know why I could not think of the word cardio. There we go. Lifting and cardio and abs and so forth. So I try to go with him as much as I can, because if I go with him, I'm actually going to get a full workout. As to if I go, I'll just do like an ab workout and like a mile or two on the treadmill walking. So I'm trying to do better. But that's another thing I was just going to mention is this last month hasn't been that great, because another reason why I kind of look blah is I've just felt really cruddy, and I don't know, just like headaches and like lightheadedness, and recently like sinus pressure. And so it might be like the weather change. I live in Northern California, so we've just now started getting rain again, and I don't know if like that has to do with like my sinuses and just with the new allergies that are coming with the new season. So I've been dealing with that, and I just every day there's always at one point in my day where I feel kind of yucky. So I'm trying to kick that, taking antibiotics for the sinus infection that my doctor thinks I might have. I'm not sure that that's even what it is, but other than that, I'm still taking my multivitamin or prenatal vitamins. We did order pre-seed, so we are using pre-seed this cycle. And for those of you who don't know what it is, I'll leave a link underneath the video if you want to check it out. It's supposed to be really fertile friendly, is what they say. And that's one thing that I didn't even ever stop to think about. And I know it's maybe TMI for some people, but you definitely, if you do use any kind of lubrication, you definitely want to be aware of what's safe and what's not safe to use when you're trying to get pregnant, because some of them is not good for you to use at all when that's what you're trying to do. So other than that, it's Friday night. I'm at home doing nothing. Me and my husband are pretty much homebodies. We work opposite shifts, so I go to work and get off at 3:30, and he goes to work at 3 until like 11. So we see each other a couple nights a week, or 2 nights a week, and then on the weekends I see him during the day because I have the weekends off. So, but we really are pretty much homebodies, and we're in our mid-20s, and that's not, I wouldn't say that's like the typical thing, but I'm happy with that. That's why when people tell us that, you know, we need to go travel, we need to enjoy our time not having kids, because when you have them, you're not going to be able to do those things. And we always tell people, we don't do those things anyway. Like, it's just not who we are. And I don't know about you guys, but when we have kids, we don't plan on letting that stop us from traveling. So, I don't know. But I don't really have anything else to say. Like I said, I'm just home by myself on a Friday night, catching up on my Hulu and my Netflix. For those of you who are Grey's Anatomy's fan, there's finally a new episode on. I was super excited. So I watched that just before I did this and had my Panera Bread. So anyways, I will definitely be back for an update. Trying to think when. This is technically my day of ovulation. So if I have some symptoms of post-ovulation, I'm going to make sure to record those just for my own record, so I can kind of learn, you know, get to know my body more, because I'm still learning like ovulation symptoms. I talked to my cousin about a couple weeks ago, and she was telling me when she was, you know, they were trying to conceive, that she could, excuse me, she could tell when she was getting ready to ovulate. I'm like, I don't know these things. Like, I can't tell. And so I'm starting to learn, you know, kind of learn what my body's trying to tell me. And this last time I had some cramping and some twinges, as I would say, you know, in my uterus area. So maybe I'm starting to just pay more attention. I don't know, but I did notice that this time. So I'll probably be keeping a log of like my symptoms post ovulation, and then when I do a pregnancy test this month or this cycle, I'm definitely going to do it live, even if it's negative. You know, negative, positive, it's still part of our journey. So I'm gonna I definitely want to record it just to have it, you know. So either way, positive or negative, I'm going to post that, and you guys will see that. And I will, if I have anything else random to update you guys on, I'll definitely take note of that, and then I will upload it. So if there's any questions or comments or suggestions, I am still more than happy to hear them. Comment below, subscribe, follow me, and I will love to follow you. The more the merrier. We can all learn from each other. So that is all I have, ladies and gents that may be watching. Have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.